very, very hard. It's very, very hard to be an entrepreneur. And when you're focused on that vision, it's very, very hard to lose sight.
I didn't think I would ever do a fucking podcast. I didn't ever imagine doing that. It made me realize that my purpose is to help others reach the goals and reach their full capacity. And if I can impact somebody's life, that is bigger than money. That is bigger than anything else.
Welcome to LifeStream. How you doing today, Jeremy?
Whoa. That's an intro right there, folks.
I got my Barry White voice going on today.
Okay. I don't know how to react to that. I mean, I feel like I need to slide away maybe. I don't know.
You're turning kind of red on me.
I am. Well, you know, my shirt.
How you doing? How you doing, man?
Not bad, not bad. It's been a heck of a week.
You had a good week so far?
So far, it's not over.
I know we got a couple of big decisions to make today.
Yeah.
And we got some important events coming up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Hard Rock tonight.
That's a beautiful place. I haven't been yet since they remodeled it.
You haven't been there yet?
No. You got to let me know.
Yeah, I will. I will for sure.
All right. And then we got that event in July.
Yeah, the Summer Symposium, right?
The Summer Symposium, 600 guests, all entrepreneurs, people that want to improve their lives. I'm excited to be part of that panel with our boy Anthony and Nick.
Yep. And then we're also keynote speakers at the Business Symposium in September too.
I mean, it's like, is this real?
Yeah.
You know?
Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
I mean it's an amazing opportunity, which goes to show you guys that if you surround yourself with the right people and you find people that are like-minded like you, the skies are the limits. But the hard problem is how long before you find those people that want to accomplish the same goals that you want to accomplish or similar like goals.
Interesting question. Because I don't know that there's an answer for that, to be honest with you, because I think you keep searching for those people. And I think it is hard to find. I mean, well, it shouldn't be hard to find these days because of social media outlets. You know, you should be able to reach out to people more than when I was a day with the rotary phone.
Yeah, I mean, Cardone soon is going to have to pay me kickbacks for all the people I sent over to them. But I mean, I met two of the greatest people that I've met in my life, David, my dear friend David, and Tom Smith, at a Cardone event. And I met a lot of special people at these events, and the energy there is mind-blowing. I mean, I totally recommend their events. Their events are mind-blowing. The energy is just crazy intense, and everybody wants to be a part of their team or part of them. So, that's something it's very admirable.
If you have an opportunity to go to any kind of an event, I don't want to say any kind of event, but any kind of event with respect to, Grant Cardone or Tony Robbins or John Maxwell or any of those guys, you're gonna have a better opportunity to find like-minded individuals at those kind of functions. Yeah,
you got to surround yourself with people that are doing better than you. So I always try to find people that are doing better than me so I can learn from them. And, and sometimes I give them tips of what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. So it's collaboration and finding people that are chasing the same goal, that are not into drugs, that are not into affecting their lives, that they're all about building their lives for themselves and their family.
Yeah, and I think vision, big picture thinkers, all those guys, get the negativity away. I mean, there's just no room for those people, in your life or in your business. You just have to remove all those individuals. Yeah.
No, you got to eliminate the suppressors out of your group. That's my goal for 2023. Any suppressive, humans around me, they will be eliminated. They will. So you better behave yourself, Jeremy.
I hope I'm not a suppressor.
Oh, soon Nate will be sitting here in Jeremy's chair. No, this guy's great. This guy has good vibes. So he's sticking around for a while. He knows not to bring me down with bad energy.
That's right. Keep the bad energy to
See,
myself.
He's already turning red again.
Oh, my Lord. Have mercy on my soul.
So, yeah, you got to surround yourself with people that are doing good. I like to have calls with my friends at least once or twice a week. Sometimes we talk daily. That's why I'm so excited about soon up and coming LifeStreamU. There's going to be weekly calls with like-minded entrepreneurs or people that just want to improve their lives every single week. That's going to be coming soon. and we're excited to launch that. When do you think the time frame of this is going to be, Jeremy?
I think we're really starting to create momentum right now. So we're probably summertime is when, I think LifeStreamU will be full launch and the community will be available and, free sign up, and I think it's important for these guys and gals that are entrepreneurs or even individuals that maybe not be that way. But I think that
it's going to be in everything. It's going to be about focusing. It's going to be on mindset. It's going to be on the personal development. It's going to be on mental health, and it'll be a collaboration of not only myself. We'll have some guests. It'll be myself, Jeremy, a dear friend of mine named Gus, my other buddy, David White, that I just mentioned. We'll have guests to talk about this because men are suffering from a lot of mental health issues, and people ignore men because men are not able to voice their opinions. So I feel like this is very, powerful for me to do because, they need to have their voices heard and how to, share their ups, their wins, their downs, because life is a constant challenge.
I think people perceive entrepreneurs as successful, invincible, very rich, very fill in the blank on that. When that's a very select few. A lot of entrepreneurs are battling every day.
No, I think all of them battle, man. I think all of them battle. Right. I mean, I think you got Elon Musk and he's battling his own demons every single day. You know, Jeff Bezos. You got Steve Jobs when he was alive. I mean, he shares in his movies all the demons he went through. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard to be an entrepreneur. And when you're focused on that vision, it's very, very hard to lose sight. All it takes is a death in the family, losing somebody or losing a big deal, and you can be down in a dark path. Yeah,
but you can't stay there.
You can't stay there. So that's why we're so excited. I had this vision of creating LifeStreamU, LifeStream Dental, and we're very excited to launch it. It's in the very beginning stages, but there's a lot of good things coming our way.
And there's going to be a lot of information available to everybody, and we hope, because a lot of this is about life struggles that we've had in our past lives, and our, like you said, Dave and Gus, and some other team members as well. But I think that's, use our failures as an opportunity to learn, and hopefully that they won't have to, fail as we did.
Yeah. And going through the constant challenges. And I mean, if I knew about the mindset and how important your mindset needs to be to do this at a very high level when I graduated at 28 years old, I mean, it would have made such huge differences in my life. Waking up an hour earlier makes a huge difference. I mean, people are like, oh, I don't have enough time. What does your schedule look like? Oh, I'll wake up at 7 a.m. Well, that's your first problem. If you wake up at 4:30 or 5 a.m, I'm not saying 4. If you want to get aggressive like our friend Tom does at 4 a.m, you can, 3:30 a.m. But you can start by, 30 minutes earlier every single week till you eventually get in that routine. And once you start doing it, I'm telling you, you're going to see how much that impacts your day and how everything flows, not only personally, but professionally in every regards.
And I think that's important for everybody to understand that too, because it's never too late to start that now.
It's never too late. You can start it tomorrow, and you cannot pick a date. Everyone's like the New Year's resolution. I'm going to start it January 1st, blah, blah, blah. You go to the gyms, all the gyms are packed. By January 30th, the gyms are, half empty. By March, it's a quarter of the people that were there. So it's very important to be consistent. That's why that 75 Hard program is so important, because Andy says it first. He's like, there's never going to be a perfect time. There's always going to be a birthday party to drink for. There's always going to be a Memorial Day. There's going to be 4th of July. So you just pick the date, or you get it started tomorrow, and you just consistently do it for 75 days.
And a lot of these plans and a lot of these programs and a lot of these mentors, and this is what we're hoping to push through with LifeStreamU, the community, is how do you strengthen your discipline? Because this is really what it's all about. Like, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start my New Year's resolution. Those people, that 75% of people that aren't there at March, There's no discipline in those people.
No, you don't have no discipline, no accountability.
I think that's what Andy talks about. I mean, he talks a lot about discipline.
See, one of my biggest goals that I'm going to be working on, and I'll share with everybody's organization. Like, my organizational skills suck, but they say if you want to have a very, if you want to improve your life, just by simply getting your car organized, your closet organized, your room organized, you're going to have a lot bigger wins than if you don't do it. Because if your life is chaos, even in your organizational skills, you're going to translate chaos.
Yeah, for sure. If you're organized, and you don't surround your people that offset those opportunities, you're really going to be in for it.
And I'm not saying you got to do it all, but hire some help. Hire somebody to help you do that if you can actually afford it, As we know, money right now has really no value. So it's just papers that you're just throwing, but there's no really gold behind it to back it up with trillions of dollars that we printed. So it's going to take forever to recover it. Actually, they just said that the deficit is so huge that unless they sign a bill by June or July, we're going to be in a big problems.
Well, hopefully they won't be that dumb and stubborn, and they'll for a minute they'll think about the American people for a minute, because they don't think about the American people.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into conspiracies right now, but
I'm biting my tongue.
They're saying that they want to eliminate the U.S. dollar completely, but we're not going to get into that, right? So yeah, you got to surround yourself with great people around you, and you got to try to go out there. And even if you go by yourself, I remember there was times when I graduated flying to Atlanta or going to New York or going to Texas with either one friend or a colleague or my wife or by myself. And, when you go by yourself, it actually helps you open up even more.
Yeah.
So that is very important. You got to you got to stop being shy, and you got to get out there, and you got to meet and those events that you might not even want to go to, just go. You never know who you're going to meet.
And you can't sit in the back row and not have any kind of social interaction with anybody at these events. You have to jump in. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right? And you have to put yourself out there. You're going to be shocked about how many people are in the same boat as you.
Oh, there's so many people, and everyone's there a little shy, right?
Yeah.
There's always one guy that is like the center of attention, but the majority of everybody's there for one common goal, which is to improve their lives or their professional life.
Absolutely, 100%. And you know what? If you're lucky enough to get that speaker to be a part of your circle, that's incredible. But, again, you're getting yourself into an environment where everybody's like-minded. So, you really have an opportunity to have a tremendous amount of people in your circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And always be careful who you surround yourself with as well, because sometimes the people you think are your friends are not really your friends. So make sure that at first you really do analysis of their personalities.
I saw a documentary about Dennis Rodman.
Oh, yeah?
And about how he trusted an individual with everything in his life. And she stole millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Look at Antoine Walker as well.
Yes.
There's so many people that just leave their financials, in the hands of a financial advisor. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good ones.
Quotes.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. But you got to be watching everything and monitoring. But that's part of being an entrepreneur.
Yep.
The problem is that these athletes get all this money, at a very young age. They have no idea how to control it. They start buying jewelry. They start buying, major expenditures that don't produce cash flow. And by the time you know it, the cash is gone. All it takes is one injury and your career's over at 30, 28 years old. You made $30-40 million in that first deal, but what are you going to do for the rest of your life?
Well, I think these guys are thinking, I made $30 million, and then they look at their bank account and they're like, I only have $2 million left? How is that going to last me the rest of my life?
Yeah.
What am I going to do now?
And at that point, you're pretty much washed up, and, it's very hard to get into a way of an avenue that you're going to make all that money back, and you get used to that lifestyle, with your huge entourages and spending money and buying 3 to 4 cars. So you got to be very calculated with your money and always buy assets that you can not only depreciate but gives cash flow.
I think that's important because I'm reflecting on this, and I know the NFL does this. I think Herm Edwards, before draft comes, they bring in all the top draft picks, the top 100 or whatever it is. The guys are going to be making a significant amount of money coming out of college, and he sits there and he tells them, don't be a dumbass. Get a get a certified financial advisor. Get a reputable accountant. He lays out this whole plan for them to help them protect their money. Obviously it's their choice, and if they do that or not. But then it goes back to surrounding yourself with the right people.
Surrounding yourself with the right people, and always find people that actually have proof of what they're doing. Because everybody can say, I make $2 or $3 million. All right, let me see your tax return. Let me. Do you want to be honest? Let's see your tax return. Let's see your bank account. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of wannabes that are just blowing smoke up your ass, and they're not real.
Yeah, and I think that maybe there's an avenue there, and I think that's what mentorship is all about, is entrepreneurs don't have that same opportunity. There's nobody sitting in front of entrepreneurs saying, you make sure you get a certified financial advisor, you make sure you do this, you make sure you do that. And I think that's where you need to lean on your mentors, because they've hired that bad accountant, where they didn't file your taxes, or they stole money, or whatever the circumstance.
Exactly, or that bad manager, or practice administrator, or team lead, or that lady you hired 20 years ago thinking she was being nice to you, and she was stealing money every single day of your life. Yep. So you got to be very calculated of watching, and that's why it's so great to have a team behind you. That's why I started LifeStreamU as well, and LifeStream Dental is to help dentists be protected from, asset protection, and creating a plan if they decide to continue to work with us, of a long-term plan with our team and our financial advisors that are trusted. So it's very important that you surround yourself with the right people and like-minded individuals that want your same goals.
Your vision, our support equals your success.
Amen. All right, Jeremy, thanks for having us today. And guys, check us out, Dr. Alex Plains, Livestream with Dr. Alex Plains. See you there.